Metal Up World, this is CJ with CJOrtiz.com and mentalmotivation.com. This is the first of a new 5-message series I'm doing on Stop Trippin'. Now, this is all shown in my Life Domination online coaching program, which is something I would love for you to join. You can learn more about it by visiting the link below. I'll have more to say at the end of this video. Stop trippin'. That's a phrase we use a lot, right? Stop tripping. Dude, don't trip. Now you know I wouldn't trip. What does tripping mean? Well, it means when you get all worked up about something that you exaggerate the situation. It's when you get so enveloped into something that you go to extremes with your reaction. Tripping over everything. Man, there's people tripping, as you can see, each and every day online, just all worked up over politics. All freaking worked up over what Trump did and what the liberal did or what this newscaster said or what your friend said online, blocking people, hiding people's comments, unfriending people. Man, all of that tripping over something that really isn't affecting your life all that much. I've said this before, man. You know, I've lived on the planet for 53 years. I've been through a few presidents in my lifetime, and I can honestly tell you, my life today, as compared to my life in the 1970s, my life in the 1980s, my life in the 1990s, my life in the early 2000s, nothing has changed for the most part, right? I can still go eat pizza. I can still drink beer. I can still watch a football game on a Sunday afternoon. I can still go do things. For the most part, not a whole lot has changed in my life. I'm not saying that things like politics are not important at all, but they certainly don't deserve the kind of brouhaha and mess that we see online every day. They're talking about how this is the most divided this country has ever been since the Civil War. I just about believe that. How could you trip that much about politics? How could politics be that important to you? Did it really change your life? Seriously, your whole way of life has been so revolutionized because of what's happening in Washington, D.C.? You think about the fact that how far is Washington, D.C., for example, from Seattle, Washington? How far is New York City from Dallas, Texas? How far is Phoenix from Maine or New Hampshire? How far is Florida from North Dakota? You are further in this country, my country, the United States, from each other than countries are in Europe. You got countries like France and Spain and Germany. I mean, they're butted literally right up against each other, have completely different histories, completely different cultures, completely different languages. Oftentimes even look different. The people in Germany are not that far from the people in Italy, and they look completely different ethnically. You're a hell of a lot closer from Italy to Germany than you are from New York to Dallas, Texas. Okay? So this idea that, you're all wrapped up in this one nation under God thing, and that what happens in Washington somehow is that impacting on your life is just, man, that's something you cultivated. You were taught to do that. Again, I'm not saying things like politics are not important. We should cast our vote. We should stand up for what we believe, all of that. But to the degree that your life is more miserable, to the degree that you're depressed, to the degree that you're stressed out, to the degree that you're overreacting to things, now let's take that kind of thing into everyday life. Road rage, right? Digital rage. Everybody's arguing. People getting out of their cars, honking at each other just because somebody's got ahead of you, got in your lane or something else. Coming home every day and getting all worked up about something your kids did, getting all worked up about something your significant other did, something your friends did, getting all upset at work because someone messed up what you were doing, tripping, right? Getting overreactionary to everything that you encounter. And this is causing you stress. It's causing you stress, man. It's debilitating you. It's handicapping you. Instead of saying, no, I'm going to be in control, right? Don't we want to be more in control? Now, somebody who's expressing their anger over politics on Facebook may feel like they're in control until they step back a moment and consider how they're going about it, the way that they sound, and truly the motive of why they just posted that. I've seen people react emotionally online by simply posting their feelings, right? Talking about how They don't care, but they post about it. If you really didn't care, you wouldn't post about it. Or they feel like, hey, if you don't like me and blah, 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 well, then you can just unfriend me. Or, hey, if you don't like what I post, there's more coming. Just nothing but bravado and, just a piss poor attitude being expressed because you need an emotional stroking right now. That's why you do it. You do it because you need your emotion stroked. You do it because there's an insecurity there. You need something from somebody else to give you some identity, give you some personal security, make you feel a little better, help you vent your anger. Hey, listen, you can do whatever you want. You don't have to listen to me. Hell no, you don't have to listen to me. You can do whatever you want, man. But my challenge is to your conscience. My challenge is to your desire to have a better life, your desire to experience a better self in you, to maximize all that you are and all that you can do for a purpose greater than yourself. That's what I appeal to. And one thing that gets in the way is our tendency to overreaction. And that's what tripping is. So the objective here is to create temperance, self-control, the ability to harness our emotions, to harness our thoughts, to not be reactionary, but to be intentional about our life. More intentional about our reactions, more intentional about the desired outcomes that we want. What are the things we want to create in our life? What are the impact we want to make on other people? What kind of influence do we want to have on other people? I serve in a couple of other capacities as a coach, and I have my personal political or religious views, okay, but I don't go dumping them on everybody. And I work with a lot of people in these coaching environments that have the complete opposite view that I have. They don't see things the same way. And I don't necessarily see things the same way as they do. But the one thing I don't question is their motive. I believe they sincerely want a better life, a better world, and they feel like their particular political philosophy is the best way to do that. They don't think maybe that mine is the best way to do that or someone else's is the best way to do that. Well, it's not my job to fix them or them to fix me, right? No, it's my job to be to them what they need me to be as a fellow citizen, as a fellow human being. That I know where their intent is. The intent is they want the world to be a better place. We may not be agreed on how this needs to get done, but we don't have to be agreed. We have to be able to maintain a civil discourse. We have to be able to maintain love and service and humility, hospitality, in order to keep a sane and stable world. Otherwise, we will be our own undoing, both nationally and individually. Can you dig that? I hope you can. That's what I'm covering all this week in this new series, Stop Trippin'. As I said, it's all in my Life Domination online coaching program. Again, something I would love for you to join. Easy to do and extremely inexpensive. What do you get in the Life Domination online coaching program? Well, first of all, access to a private Facebook group, which I administrate. That gives you and I a chance to work more closely together. Number two, you get to be in there with a whole bunch of other people just like you. Motivated people trying to change their life and achieve their goals. So there's no negativity in the group. There's no hate. There's no criticism. Just people holding each other accountable, building each other up, encouraging each other. That's probably one of the best assets of this group. But that's not all. Number three, you get each week's video series shown Monday through Friday, right? 5 episodes. And you get access to the complete archives of video series already done in the group. Well over now 1,000 videos on over 200 topics. You get access to that complete vault, that complete archive, as well as each new series that comes in. You're thinking to yourself, it's got to be really expensive. Nope, not expensive at all. Just $19.97 per month. You can quit anytime. There is no contract. I'd love to have you join. If you'd like to learn more and sign up today, you can do so at the link below, mentalmotivation.com/life domination coaching. This is CJ, the Mental Motivator. And remember, in whatever you do, don't suck. Mental up.